Hello and welcome to another opportunity to attract the man of your dreams. And no, not just any man, I really mean the man of your dreams, because you don't want to attract any random loser. And today I want to show you how to get the guy you really want. Not the guy where you say, I could if I wanted to, but I don't really want to. I want to show you how you can get the guy who makes your heart beat faster and who's also good for you, who's relationship material, who's ready to commit to you. And that's why if you want to attract this man, you have to follow the following principle that a lot of successful entrepreneurs use. And this principle is called hire slow, fire fast. And now you might be saying, Sebastian, what does hire slow, fire fast have to do with my dating life? And the answer is everything. Think about the worst thing that you can possibly do if you want to find a partner for a long-term relationship and maybe also for marriage in the future. The worst mistake you can make is to do the opposite, which would be hire fast and fire slow. So in other words, you don't really look for any red flags. You get to know him. On the first date, you get intimate with him because you hope that he will commit to you. You hope that he wants the same as you. And hope is like being a beggar. It's not knowing, it's not certainty, it's not even being sure that something will happen. It's just random, I hope maybe it will happen. And then, when you are dating him, and he's clearly not the right guy for you, then you think to yourself, I've already been intimate with him, let's give this a shot. And then you ignore all the red flags and you fire very slow and you then stay with him for way too long. And that's something that I want you to avoid. Instead, I want you, or let's say I invite you, to hire slow and to fire fast. And what hiring slow and firing fast truly means is that you take your time to get to know him. You take your time to figure out if this man is actually compatible with you. You take your time to figure out if there are some red flags and if you should better avoid this man. So you take your time on the first date, on the second date, on your third date, and you let him wait a little bit. However, when it comes to then firing him again in case he's not the right guy for you, then you act fast. Remember, hire slow and fire fast. Let's say, for example, he shows a clear red flag. Let me give you an example. The waiter brings the wrong meal to the table while you're on a date with him. And instead of doing what every normal human being would do, to stay calm, to smile at the waiter and to say, excuse me, I ordered the other meal, could you please change it? Instead of doing this, he slams his fist on the table, he gets angry, and he gets aggressive. And in this moment, your alarm bells should be ringing, because if he shows this behavior on a date with you, on a date with a woman who he wants to impress, and he can't even control his emotions there, and he already gets this angry and this irritated just because of something that's not really that big of a deal. Now imagine what happens if you ever have an argument with this man. And in this situation, you have to fire fast, because otherwise you might end up in a relationship, but definitely not a relationship that will lead to a fulfilling life. In fact, you will end up in a very toxic relationship, and that's not what I want for you. And then, like I just mentioned, let him wait a little bit. However, I would not advise that you let him wait with the Steve Harvey rule, in case you know his 90-day rule, where he says you should not sleep with a guy until 90 days in the relationship. And I promise you one thing, and I really mean this. If you tell a man from the get-go on the first date, I will not sleep with you until 90 days because that's what Steve Harvey said, he will see the whole thing as a game. He will probably have some other woman on the side, and he just says, okay, she wants to play a game, now I'm ready to play games. That's not how you want to start your relationship. That's absolutely terrible, terrible advice, and I'm pretty sure that Steve Harvey never waited 90 days. However, what you want to do is to make him wait a little bit and long enough so that you know that he's looking for the same thing. And I can already promise you, a man who's just looking for a one-night stand will not go on 5 or 6 dates with you without bedroom fun for him. That's something that I can promise you. But if you verbally communicate, hey, I want you to wait 90 days, then he thinks, okay, this is a game, I'm going to play the game. But if you don't verbally communicate it, but you simply say, I'm looking for a relationship, you communicate that over and over again, and in the process you take things slowly, then the chances are way higher that you find a guy who wants the same thing. And if you're then the only woman who has ever triggered a feeling of deep devotion in him, then this man will be devoted to you. And if you want to make him devoted to you, you might want to whisper the devotion sequence in his ear. And if you want to find out more about the devotion sequence, then you can go to gethimkeephim.com/devoted. That's gethimkeephim.com/devoted, or you click on the first link in the description. And if you click on the first link in the description, you also have the chance to invest in the devotion system, which is, in my opinion, and also from the experience of my clients, the best program for every woman who wants to make her man devoted to her. And then go where the kind of men hang out that you actually want to meet. I mean, this episode is all about how you can get the guy you really want, not the guy where you say, yeah, I mean, I could date him, yeah, as a last resort, maybe. I want you to be enthusiastic about the guy that you meet and the guy that you attract. And that's why it's always a good idea to ask yourself, where do I want to meet this man? Because the lion doesn't hunt for zebras in a lake. That's where the fish are. And if you meet guys in the club and then complain that you only meet players who have one-night stands with you and who are not ready to commit to you, well, I mean, that's like going to a vegetarian restaurant and then complain that they don't have a steak on the menu. That's not how it works. If you go to environments where men go to pick up women for one-night stands, which are clubs, which are most bars, then you can't complain when you get what you're looking for. Or in this case, you might not be actively looking for it, but because you are in this environment, it's way more likely to meet a man who won't commit. But what if you meet high value, high quality, successful men on business meetups, on specific meetups that are designed for the hobbies and the lifestyle that you want to live, and maybe also the lifestyle that you want to live in a relationship? That's where you meet the guy that you truly want and the guy who's right for you. And if you want to meet the right guy, always try to look your best, but make it classy and elegant. And this is something where I get a lot of backlash. This is something where a lot of my Skype coaching clients look at me and say, Sebastian, are you serious? And then I always say the same thing, which I'm also going to tell you right now. Don't shoot the messenger. There are countless studies from the field of evolutionary biology that prove that men distinguish between beautiful women and hot women. And if you are trying to get a man by being hot, by doing what so many women nowadays do, for example on Instagram, by, how do I say that in a nice way, by showing their butts in the camera and jiggling them around, then you put yourself in the hotness category. And in the male brain, a woman who does that is seen as a short-term mating opportunity without parental investment. And these are the words of so many studies that I read from the field of evolutionary biology. And I don't say this to you because I want you to close your Instagram accounts or something. You can do with your life what you want. I say this to you because I want to help you. And I see so many women, especially younger women nowadays, attracting the completely wrong man because society programmed them to be hot instead of being beautiful and elegant. And men who see a woman who's beautiful and elegant automatically in their brain assume that this woman is girlfriend material. I don't make the rules, it's biology, but I hope that this tip will help you. It helped a lot of my coaching clients who then thought twice about whether or not they should post certain pictures or maybe other pictures on social media. And simply by doing that, the quality of the man that they attracted increased tremendously. And be genuinely happy and joyful when you're with him. This is also a great way how you can make this man fall in love with you, because when a man has the feeling that the woman he's with is truly happy with him, this makes him happy. And then he feels happier with you than he would be without you. And why would a man ever leave a woman who makes him happier than he is without her? And fall in love with yourself and become a magnet to love to attract the right man. Your subconscious mind is powerful, and your subconscious beliefs and programs and thoughts hold you back and stop you from attracting the right man. And that's why developing a true feeling of self-love and love for life is so important if you want to attract a loving relationship into your life. And that's why I'm so passionate about helping you to fall in love with yourself and to fall in love with your life and to become a magnet to love so that you can attract the right man. And that's also why I spent the last couple of months studying for my hypnosis certificate. And as a certified hypnotist, I am now ready and motivated and proud to help you to attract the right man. And as a certified hypnotist, I designed my Law of Magnet hypnosis sessions in a simple yet incredibly powerful 3-step process that can allow you to let go of negative thoughts and beliefs about dating, about men, and about your ex that are either consciously or subconsciously holding you back from attracting the right man, and to fall in love with your life and yourself in such a powerful way that high-quality men won't be able to resist your energy, because your energy is incredibly important when it comes to attracting the right man, and you want to attract the right man. And it also allows you to enjoy a whole new dating experience without this lingering fear of dating, and with the confidence that you need in order to attract the man of your dreams easily and effortlessly. And if you are ready to find out more about this brand new hypnosis session with me, you can go to gethimkeephim.com/hypnosis, or you can click on the second link in the description. And just so that you know, if you decide to invest in the devotion system by going to gethimkeephim.com/devoted, or by clicking on the first link in the description, you can send an email with your order receipt to Sebastian@gethimkeephim.com, and I will then give you access to a coupon code that gives you 50 euros off on your very first Skype coaching session. And you can also use this coupon code if you go to gethimkeephim.com/hypnosis and you then book your hypnosis session on this page. And this coupon code gives you 50 euros off for your first session. And if you go to gethimkeephim.com/hypnosis, you can also scroll down to the bottom of the page, and right above the form where you can book the hypnosis session, you can find a frequently asked questions section with all kinds of different questions and answers about hypnosis, in which I debunk some of the myths that surround hypnosis, and in which I provide you with more information about hypnosis so that you know what it's all about. And then you can decide for yourself if you want to become a magnet for love. And if you enjoyed watching this video, if you liked it, please give it a big thumbs up and leave a comment in the comment section below. Share your opinion, share your thoughts. I would love to hear from you. And I would love it even more if you would hit the subscribe button and smash that notification bell so that you get notified whenever I release a new video for you. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video.